Greetings everyone, I am the goddess known as Jackie Gates. This is Stephen, my pet dragon. Today I wanted to discuss with you something that has been coming up in my awareness for the past couple of days. It has to do with using your resources, using what you have. Now, in these days, with the downturn of the economy, the problems with the planet, frugality has become fashionable. It's not like the 80s and 90s where we had the big flashy cars and the, shoulder pads out here and the flashy earrings and the hair done to the nines. Things are a little more natural today, and we are starting to become better stewards, or at least become aware of being better stewards of the resources that we have. Not taking it for granted, for example, and also not wasting so much. And what it got me thinking was that most of the time here in America, we have more resources than we need. And the whole minimalism thing, well, I don't do minimalism, as you can tell from the bangles and the Art Deco set. I don't do minimalism. I can't say that today. But what I do is take very good care of what I have. I did have a problem with this in the beginning, with frugality and that whole mindset to start off with, because I call it my inner bag lady. It felt like it was coming from a position of lack. But really, it has to do with making the best use of what you have, which is a sign of appreciation, and that becomes the law of attraction, because what you focus on and appreciate, you will get more of. So, for example, this week we are eating out of our pantry is what I call it. I'm going through all the stuff in my freezer, all the stuff in my pantry, and using it so that I can, I'm adding obviously fresh fruit and fresh veggies and milk and that kind of thing. But most of the staples I'm using out of my freezer. How many times have you bought something and it's died at the back of the fridge? Or you'll find some block of something at the bottom of your freezer and you wonder what the hell that was? Well, this is a way to make sure that that doesn't happen. Then there's other things like, I'm not a clutterbug, but there's still stuff around the house that now we're seriously thinking of selling our house. I'm looking at it with new eyes and thinking, I don't need that. It's just taking up space. And while I may get rid of it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, again, using my resources, I get a tax refund, and I'm making sure that I'm putting it in a place where somebody else can use it. It's not going into a landfill or that kind of thing. But also, I'm looking at things with new eyes. For example, I wanted something spectacular on my dining room table for a dinner party. Well, I went rummaging in the garage and I found a few things that I had got ages ago and just never painted so that I could use them. Using your resources also goes to more ephemeral things like knowledge and talents. And this is the area that I wanted to talk to you about mostly. How many times have we downloaded an ebook and not read it, or read just the first couple of pages? Do you have hardcover books that you've bought and never read? Do you have courses that you started and never finished? Are there groups that you belong to because you thought you could get something or learn something and you've never used them, for want of a better word, never taken advantage of them? So many times we get distracted or enticed by the newest launch, the new shiny thing. And there's some guru, there'll always be some guru out there telling you that you cannot survive on the internet unless you buy whatever it is he's selling. I'm here to tell you that most of the time you have what you need if you will just do what you know and use your resources. For example, I have this really cute accent. So my videos are a better use of my talent and resources than perhaps writing on a blog. You see where this is going? There are people that write better than I do, so their blogs will be mostly text. There are people who are really good at getting a reaction from someone. So Facebook, comments, statuses on Twitter, those kind of things are where their strengths lie. There are other people that are just amazing on the phone, and that is a resource that they need to use and not concentrate so much on working on your weaknesses as much as bolstering your strengths. So before you jump on the next bandwagon, before you buy the next shiny thing or invest in the next launch, or think that you can't possibly succeed because you don't have XYZ, have a look and take a proper inventory of what you do have. It's my guess that more often than not, you have what you need. And I will tell you that you are all you need. If you can focus on being you, the very best you that there is, that you can think of, stepping out of your comfort zones, doing those things that make your heart sing and make you so proud to be you, that's where the thrill of life is. That's where the juice of life is. And that is becoming a true steward of your resources. Just like the guy in the Bible who doesn't put his light under a bushel. I'm inviting you to have a look and see what lights you might be hiding. And I'm wishing you a goddess-worthy day.